Check one. Check. Thank you. Check. Check one. Two. Two. So we're here at the ultimate sports complex in Discovery Bay for the 2025 Jamaica Teachers Association cricket final between St. Catherine Parish and Kirkland. So they have already on the task. Not sure who won the task yet, but in short order, we will give you the update. So yes, it is St. Catherine who defeated Manchester High in their semi-finals. Semi-final was right here. So in a little while we'll have the start. So I'll just get information to see who won the toss and who will. But first, later on, we will give you some statistics, some data as it relates to this competition, the Errol Miller VTA Cricket Parish competition. And this competition is for teachers. It's a teachers' league as it is Jamaica Teachers Association. And hence, they're expected to have full day with all the cricket lovers from here and far. For those who tuning us, this is the Sardicus show. The Sardicus TV broadcasting this live final coming from Discovery Bay
Anyway, ultimate sports bar and sports club. Alright. So again, stay tuned for live coverage and live clip in YouTube. Alright, stay tuned. We're back in. We're back.
So, some bit of information. I was told that the official cricket gear, most over the top, has just reached the ground for both teams, sponsored by the Jamaica Teachers Association. So that's why we haven't got off to a start. But in a little while we will. I must say that the semi-finals I mentioned last week, St. Catherine would have beaten Manchester Parish handsomely to move to the finals. And of course, in the second game, Portland would have also rolled over Westmoreland in that semi-final game. So it's a good matchup, I'll say. Expecting some great shots and good bowling, good feeling here. And for those who are watching, just remember that these are some teachers who have not really playing cricket on a weekly or daily basis. So it's more of a fun more than anything else. It's good competitive, it's good thing from both parish or both teams. The players would have known each other through of work. So it's an exciting game expected here at the Ultimate Sports here in Discovery Center. Again, this is the 2025 JTA Cricket Association. So let me see if I can get my hand on the team sheet so I could read it to you momentarily. So we're trying to adjust the volume. So we have made a little adjustment. All right. So the team Portland now is taking the field. Yes. So as you can see, Team Portland in the gray top. St. Catherine will be in the red as usual. That's Irish color for St. Catherine red. So I suspect that it is green for Portland. So at any time now. As the Portland team taking the photograph. And that's the St. Catherine team trying to organize themselves for their team photo. I must say that I was a part of the St. Catherine team in the semi-finals, but guess what? One of the big guns are to me, so sorry, this can't move this movie, it seems. I have to just revert to streaming and of course, alright, so So and and Chatri, and Chatri, yeah. So son of the great Renford Pinnock, he been taking strike. As I said, the son of Renford Pinnock is able to take strike. He's the one who take my position from the semi-final and leave me to a 12-man position. But never mind, it is St. Catherine. So Portland here. Checks and Vivian Maraj, I believe, bowling for Portland. And we're going right arm over the wicket to Pinnock. And he runs into bowl over there to bowl to Pinnock. Pinnock is driving and missing outside the half stump. Some life in that one. So you have seen it started. So that's the first delivery so far. Let's see if he can follow up with another one. As he passes on and balls, and Pinnock is getting back and across, beating outside the half stump again. That's Pinnock. So that's two deliveries. No run on the board, no wickets. All right, so Vivian runs up again. He passes the umpire and bowled. Driving his Pinnock again and misses outside the half stump. For pace this time, Pinnock. I've not found his eye hand coordination yet. Still early days, just three deliveries. Some life in the wicket there for Portland. Then runs up past the umpire, bowls again to Pinnock. Pinnock is backing across. And that one again beaten outside the half stump. So again, this set up for a very interesting game of cricket. Finals here, as I said, St. Catherine versus and two to St. Catherine. So that's the fifth ball, a ball that was pitched on the leg stump, short of a length, and just goes back and rolled his wrist down to the long leg position. So here, Davian, the final ball of the over, runs up past the umpire, boys, look, he's driving well, straight to the fielder, and no run. Is non-striker. I'm not interested in that one. So that's the over. First over that, 2 runs without loss. St. Catherine batting. Well, Herman, Herman Henry, yeah, goal the second over for Portland.
Henry talking up seems like his ball spin. Let me see what's in. So it's half spin, ball to Ratchet. First ball just work off his hip. No short mid wicket, no run. Second ball. Yes. Quiet start for St. Catherine. That's unlike St. Catherine, but very good bowling so far from Portland. Sherman goes over to bowl his third delivery and she's back rolling it, but very slow it is and just let it out to forward short leg, no run. So we're the second over of 20. Sherman runs up, bowls. Osachi will take this one out. This one, a very, very good delivery. Right in the black hole as we say it. Sherman again. Goal, Sadiq. Taking this one. Hit on the pad and load appeal for LBW, but not outside the Empire. And that's the over. A very good over this time. A very good over from Herman. And St. Catherine has gone now 2 runs from 2 over. Very slow start it is for St. Catherine. Right, so bowler return. And he runs up, bowls, knock his side it is Errol and trying to go for the second, but no. The fielder is unfit for flash, pull this one out and 1 run, you know, that takes him to 3% Catherine as well. That time that one was pitched on Midland leg and go leg side. Bit Errol, but safe. That is, will be a very interesting one. And so it goes again. So let's see what the bowler will do. It's two different balls and same treatment. This is another one. Let's see. Balls and balls to Rodri who take this one defensively. And the bowler will skip across, snap it into and pick up. So very, very good day for cricket. Right. So again, Portland bowler runs it past the umpire and ball to Ratchet. So it's defending and it seems like one hit on the pad, but umpire said no. So again, like the bowler makes it up Hawaii levels, got ratcheted by surprise there, and that one would have on the high. So no real reason for it, though. That would have been high, but such is the nature of the game. An appeal is an appeal. So Ratcher is back, taking his guard again as he decided to take strike and runs up the bowler past the umpire and bowls and Sachi rolling his wrist. But maybe it was right there at short limit, no run. So that's the end of the third over. And with such coming from that over, 9 runs, two successive for that time from Ratchet. Previous delivery from Herman. So let's see what Herman let's see what Herman does this time. Herman in his stance, just there the umpire, walks up, chickers, skip and bowls to Ratchet. And Ratchet is driving. over, but should be, and that one should roll away, gone for 4 runs, is it? It's 4 runs that is the straight delivery and such is area of driving straight so fast this time over the boundary. So that's 4 runs for Ratchet. So he's on a move, he's on 3 boundaries now. There's a Ratchet's move on to 12. Seems like he needs some assistance, like the shoe. Alright, so let's see what he does. Hope he concentrates and not look at the ball. So Herman again is ready to bowl again to Ratchet. And this time Ball and Ratchet is back and turn this one. It seems like some leg stump all about there. So not much appeal this time from the fielders. You know, once you pitch outside leg, there's no chance for you to hold LBW. And this time Ratchet is going and going this one. Here he gone. An opportunity and he takes the plan of the catch. A good catch. This time, in midfield, the cross and pick up one all catch. And this time, Kentucky has lost the first man. And so the Portland has so Ratchet has gone. The score is 18 up after the 44. So Captain Peterbert is walking out. Somehow I believe Ratchet has lost concentration because he was just pointing to his shoe. And you know, I believe they are lost concentration. But nevertheless, I must say it's a very good catch. That was very, very interesting this time. So Peterbert, the captain, very, very stylish batsman, a wicket-keeper batsman. He's around for a very long time. I think he has actually played for the national team some time ago, if my memory serves me right. And so he's on strike. Now Herman on a boat. So he's setting his field, trying to be very, very unique this time to King Seabird. And St. Catherine will have to do much better going forward. So King Seabird will have to stay there. And Herman both to Hibbert. Hibbert is and drive, a back drive. And this time could stop, easily stop right out there in the extra cover by Portland. So 1 run to Hibbert from this first ball face. So, face Herman. Herman bowling around the wicket as he started. This time Herman holds and forward defensively choked by, you know, Herman again ball to no, so that's the end of the over. So Portland bowling again. This time Hibbert on strike and he's driving fairly, but did not take that one. That seems to be very close. This time he bowls past the umpire and bowls to Hibbert who fishing outside the off stump. Very unsure shot. Looking good. That's clean. And with those shots, there's what I call a nothing shot. There's no way you get any run at all for that. The only thing he would have succeeded in is an edge to the keeper. Thank God they have not found the edge, so he lives the fight against Hibbert. So let's see. Bowler runs in, bowls, and Hibbert is driving outside edge, stick outside edge, over the point and over the boundary for 4 runs. This one outside of stump and Hibbert drive outside edge, I believe, and carried over past the short third man and into the boundary 4 runs. Ball again, Hibbert and strike. Past the umpire, balls to Hibbert. Hibbert is driving past the bowler this time and this kind of misfeel and hence right. So 2 runs it is. Right. Get out of the man. So Hibbert mean business looking good as usual. Keith Hibbert. So this time the bowler runs past the umpire and goes and Hibbert is striking on the leg side. It is I don't know, that seems like his leg. Stake the pad. So that should have been leg by and they have run two. So let's see the so yes, leg by umpire signal. So Hibbert scoring for himself so for his team leg by. Leg by. So you can see the ladies here enjoying themselves. That is to negotiate what those signals meant by the umpire. So as you can see, that's fine. So Herman ball is third over, bowling to pin up. So let's see what he does this time. A very smart bowler and pin up in his stand and driving over the bowler's head. This time straight one and going across, but this one should be stopped and only 1 run it is. I think Pinnock held it back somewhat. He should have given everything he got, but carefully backing, no harm. So that's 1 run, more run to Pinnock. So time by Hibbert, ball down the deck. Herman goes to Pinnock. Not Pinnock, Hibbert will drive straight to the man at long off. I think it have 1 run it is. Herman hit him. Pinnock takes score to Billy for 1. 9. So Pinnock on strike. Herman holds a full one and this one is see but mechanical rush. This it's like the winners. Great ball that from musical theory by Smith. and start really and somehow they have mixed up themselves and say that is non-striker early and of course they have lost their second wicket. So if you notice, you could hear the spectators here and it's very, very interesting. So I run out and P.T. Burke, the captain, has gone cheaply. Just think for 8 runs. So it is now 28 for 2. Captain Tibet just run out. And so St. Catherine has found themselves in a spot of bother. In a little while, I'll show you some dignitaries we have here, you know. And Portland has done well. So this is four. Gerald Morgan. He's a very experienced hitter. He has been around for a number of years now, playing this league and other leagues in Jamaica. He has played for a number of cricket clubs here in Jamaica. So new bowler goal to Gerald to stand and deliver, but no run, just hitting that one tamely out in the cover area. So again from this end goes to Gerald, who is just hitting this one. Gerald, not known for throttle, but this one he takes one. So one for Gerald. Gerald seems to have his handbrake. His handbrake is always kick down if he wants to get runs. Dennis Graham. So Dennis Graham is the bowler he was by Portland half spinner and as such. So this time Pinnock is on strike and Graham bowls to Pinnock who got back and work this one off the leg down the leg side, just walking. None of these players seem to take quick singles, so you'll not see any form of quick singles between these two batsmen. Certainly not from Gerald Morgan. It seems to be comfortable with one. The score is now 31 for 2. So Graham passing the ball from hand to hand as he walks and pull to Morgan who gets back and just work the credit. Finger. And I'm going to get the power. Just like nailed it. He has knocked down the header. And he has lost his wicket. So it's a third wicket down for St. Catherine. And so it's a big cut off by it's St. Catherine. Portland has the advantage going on. So the Bears are doing well. And don't forget that this is the St. Catherine team who had run the task and decided to bat. And they are facing very good bowling spell from Portland. Wow. Shane. No, my last name. Shane. Yeah. Oh. All right. So Shane Poole is the batsman replacing Pinnock, who was just involved. I've not seen that in a while, but of course, St. Catherine in a real spot of bother right now. I wonder, I have a feeling, I have a good feeling why Pinnock has gotten out a while ago, but I'll keep that for a little while. And so Graham to bowl to shoot, who's driving this one off the edge, down to short third man who's feeling well, goes across and dives to make a good stop. So the second of the over, a very successful over for Portland. Very successful over. Yes, and look at the cheerleaders for Portland. Look at them talking cheerleaders. They're enjoying themselves, people. So Portland is on top yet. Just by if you listen to the fans, but they can score, they must be on top. So let a run go to Morgan, who cut his back solidly in the pen. So Shane, so Carl Bishop, between the stump and the umpire, left arm around, ball to Morgan, who is defending, and another fast fielder. What this time? The fielder was certainly could not have that single. And the ball and the fielder having a little conversation, somehow, but good one. And this is where you take pressure off yourself as a batsman. Get the things around. Pick the score of the scorecard ever. In an event to have St. Catherine one. So take strike to visit. Let run the wicket is coming. So Shane has the ability to clear the boundaries with ease. Let's see what he do now. So visit ball taken up and defensive leg line. Good length from visit time. So Cleveland doing a very, very good spell now. They keep it and they keep the pressure on St. Catherine. And St. Catherine release the shuttles that Portland have on them. So Bristol fast, balls and now staying defending again. So no room to freeze arms given by Brissett. Very good bowling. So let's see how we move from here now. So let's go now. So Brissett bowls to Shane Cole, who works this one off the pad, but no run. And the over, second over, this time by Brissett. I can tell you, this is what cricket is all about. And so St. Catherine have a lot to do if they are to, any seconds. Oh, all right. So Graham to continue. It's Graham goes and goes to Morgan. We get this one straight. We put at least one. Especially. I like to right now, it's good. I take it now. So Graham to bowl. It is second over. Right arm over to bowl to Shane Cole. And then he bowls and Cole is back. Defending. That one had some bounce on it. Portland, the fielders are picking the bowlers up there, doing well all around cricket that is from Portland. But St. Catherine still have an opportunity to explode. It's 8 over. This is the ninth over, I suppose, with just 33 runs far below. This seems like it will be a low scoring game, but let's see what happens. Graham continue, goes to Cole, and Cole is this one. Out to the boundary, to the cover, get that to the pepper. Can they take two? No, they can't. Not with Darren Morgan out here. With his handbrake up, he will never make that one two runs. So one to four and one to the total for it is 3 runs. And we're in the ninth over. So all the big guns are back in the pavilion for St. Catherine. We still have a few. And Gerald is going this one. Just buying some time, hope that the bowler will miss his line of length one of the time, but let's see how they continue. Let's see the approach of the St. Catherine team. They seem like they want to work themselves in Graham. Bowl to Morgan, who is driving this one. Also, part or should I say point, out to short point, and one run between to Gerald Morgan. Man is happy with that. Remember, it's a T20 game, and so far the run rate is very, very slow. Just I think 35 for three. And we're in the ninth over. As we can see, our senior umpire and JTM. You see that? Mr. Johnson, very transmitted. Back on a cross from Shane who hit this one to the middle fielder who stopped it and the end of the over. So that's the ninth over and 35 for three. All right, so time for correction is 30 and in the ninth over. So if you do the maths, that is 4 runs per over. As you can hear, the first landers, the spectators continue to cheer and listen out. I can't hear anyone from St. Catherine. I'm looking at the dignitaries here. Dr. Mark, nice looking company, enjoying themselves. Yes, you're live. You're live on Saricus TV. All right, so don't get. So this one, appeal that was that far, this is against no and the length is very Morgan has little, no little about that one, but trying to make some runs to bring the momentum back to St. Catherine. That's a hard passing through, but visit in through the umpire and goals and put in again. This one fine, and this one will run away to the boundary for 3 runs. 3 runs to Roy Morgan. Very good shot this one, no quick, but it was hot and very thin through the vacant position of the slips where it would have been. So that eased a little pressure from Morgan, from St. Catherine as well. So interestingly, St. Catherine are marching along. So Gerald Morgan, not interestingly in the singles base on his statue, and this one wide enough to be called a wide by Brissett. A good over from Brissett, showing what senior men can do in this type of competition. So, so water break it is. That's the 10th over. Big break. And St. Catherine has not taken this level of pressure. Number 4 will be there. So we are here with us in the studio. Studio Mr. Lou Benson, a former principal, former teacher, he's an first administrator, Berkeley ambassador, I would say. He's also umpired in this league for a number of years. Mr. Benson, what's your take on the match so far? It's really, it's really epic. The thing is that we're not seeing what it's doing. And there are no more persons who were expected to swing now, making runs. But unfortunately, the, the tide has turned. It's and got fans twice. Remember, we were expecting only maybe a feet bird. But unfortunately, it's doing well so far. Another thing I'm looking for is that and played one match. St. Catherine played a number of matches. In the competition, we had one other team would have been there. This could be a very interesting match because the other teams are catching you know, but some bowlers are over expecting another bowlers gets through. OJ Sheets. My God. What's this coming from the from my yes. Yes. All right, so now we share it. We say, okay, tonight, you know that, guys. Some, for the company that they can catch some, you're going to be choose. But all the situation comes with cheering and doing those things. So thank you very much, Mr. Husband. So yeah, just to go. So that's coming from you. We have a few more interviews later on. But for now, if you are here, so you want to break it to follow. And so we know that we'll have a very long day. You mentioned, you could have mentioned that a number of the players who were expected to be swimming at this time, they are out now. So we are back now for the start of the match. The cheerleaders are still right here, so going to continue the Graham to ball to Shane through, and Graham bowls and Shane is back and across and drop the 10 this one in short cover, no run. So then catching up not used to this type of cricket, and they are what 39, and Stern is hitting this one out the right cover in the one way. It is not expected to see any quick singles or any twos running these two. Remember Gerald Morgan does run twos like so you see Gerald is on strike now, Graham bowling and this one just turn it off his leg into the gate and mid-wicket area for one. So interesting time ahead when the latter part of the or the second half of the innings for St. Catherine in the 11th over it is. And Graham bowling the 11th over. He will be bowling out to Shane fourth. Graham bowls. Bowls in this one. So that one. It's a third six for the innings. And that's one straight over the head of the bowler. A straight six it is. And this one over the top. That's a shame that I know. So, and strong. And you can play, oh, you can play the cheerleaders of this man far wide. And that's exactly the curve. And play, yeah, uh, 52, 52, so that's 52 from the level. So they are trying to get back themselves in the kick-off footsteps catches. So Shane is a no nonsense batter. I tell you, he has the ability to swing these balls far and wide, as you can see. This one, first one for six, headed ahead, straight six, and then to wide long on for 4 runs. So St. Catherine see right there batting good. The two wickets for three after 11. So they have settled it, try to make themselves so Pacific will continue. Very tight bowling we have seen so far, and this time he's going over the wicket to Durgan, and he's bowling to Durgan, who cuts it one, but misses. And so no run it is. Well backed up there by the man at third man, or should I say at long slip. The outside, or should I say the break. And the keeper hits the wicket off, trying for a stop, but umpire said no. I remember back in the days when I was playing, Spence used to cheer for St. Catherine. Seems like he's on the Portland side now. So Bishop to bowl to Cole, who drive this one and Bishop himself just start to pick that one. So good over, I think. I think that's only one from the over. Baker, slow medium, coming from the hills. They'll be bowling towards the sea. So it is Baker to bowl to continue. It's a cricket pool, and so it is 63 for 3, and this is the 13th over. So I think St. Catherine have no other choice but to go for it now. So Baker is bowling, and this one is wide down the leg side. Very poor first delivery from Baker. Right. But you know, this is no man to everything. No, this is I don't think it's so Baker to bowl. Does not bowl on legal delivery yet. And he pass the umpire and bowls to Gerald, who's putting this one. So protection out there on the deep cover boundary. And that's only one run. And bowled and Cole is sweeping down the leg side again. Another wide for St. Catherine. Wide. So at the closer to one. And these type of deliveries will give St. Catherine an opportunity to get their stuff out. So let's see what happens now. So bowling and Earl is swinging this one out to deep mid wicket and for one run. So we have the president of the JTA is in the house now. Mr. President, this is your Alberto. All right, so again, Baker to bowl to Cole. Baker runs, bowl to Cole, and Cole is very this corner straight down, but this man will take off straight to the long off fielder for one run. Very good shot. Beautiful, but the field is well set. No opportunities there for a second run. This one goal, and along the next side, and another wide it is. Baker runs in as he passes the umpire to bowl to Gerald, who's keeping this one down the leg side again to the tag. But no run this time. Gerald tend to playing at its care. So that play that one a little shorter, and hence you'd have a good opportunity to make connections. But who's going across the line? I guess that's the intent. Has no other choice at this time. He has to go for it, Gerald, because he's not running singles or doubles. Make a goal more than he hit this one straight down the pitch. But again, the number of boundaries there, the finger is there to pick up that one. So that's one run. Very good shot from Morgan, but only for a run. Well fielded this time by Portland coach. As I mentioned, the Steelers are backing up the boulders quite well. So let's see where we go from here now. And this is Baker again to bowl to Shane. Shane Cole is on a fast and hit this one very hard. And I can see the fielder who sent that one. That's what keep it from Benton. It's well done. The elements to snap the ball, get behind it, and we have them to well, So, so of course, in Catherine, that's what of what I think they have about and to face who is this now. New bowler it is, we get the name, slightly this one. And can miss, how could Gerald miss that one? Can miss score, but he's under pressure. So Gerald is stretching, he's not moving his feet like what I know that Gerald Morgan is doing. So again, so new bowler, spin half, spin a bowl, and fighting this one, and Gerald is hitting this one once more. I remember last week a similar shot that he hit the ball in his foot. So, first, 63, I guess, possibly. And this is the 30 over, 30, 30, 34. Ball and flighting this one. Gerald keeping this one. Right, this one. Yes, it is on this one. The get it. She reached to the end of the ball. It's a good catch. The ball is gotten away. This one, as I said before, this is what we have to do now. There's no time. The thing is going good. Must get some boundaries. And this one was with some vengeance, going to Lemon. The finger came across and somehow missed it for 4 runs to Morgan. 4 runs in the first time. We should take them now to 68 run. So, fighting again, and Gerald's hitting this one. Just in short middle hit and no one. I think Gerald needs to move this one. He's not moving his feet, so the timing is not as good as what he would have used to. So let's see how he goes from here. Gerald again. And Gerald is Marcus not getting anything from the impact. And that's the fifth ball. I think we'll deliver to come from the So let's go again. This is Brian and Gerald is going forward, just stopping that one. So right, just that this stage. So cutting back to the because if they are in over. A very good performance from St. Catherine so far. Their standards. But I know they still can get as much from 6 over. They need to get at least 120 runs if they want to really stand a chance. That's my belief. This game, I was told by one of the St. Catherine players that a match between St. Catherine and Portland always be a low scoring game. So let's happen. If Portland can recover the St. Catherine can defend this total. So till the was built, so we're gonna start the 15th over now with Jamaica continuous and he'll be bailing to play. So Jamaica rolling up past the Inter, going to play and comes in this one. This one. One bounce. That was scored. So it's one down to the boundary. 4 runs. It was scored. The ball that was shortened somehow on the leg side and Shane goes song that one over leg side. So that's 4 runs. Eliza, you're so smart. That's right. So, I get an Australian. If you're ready, I have another microphone. So, friends too. And so, very good shot, clean shot, but the field is well set. And hence, when you run along to St. Catherine, so the 15th over, got to get the time, the ball got to get so this one. Restricted the field as the only one. I look over here, there's nothing in it. So I can't make very quick finger at all. So there seems like he mean business now. As I mentioned, so gonna go, they have no choice. They have to go great comes. There are still a lot of batters left to come. So no need for you to tapping around
right there, Gerald and Cole. So Cole in first big, and this one, Cole is swinging this one, and pass the peeler at mid wicket, and just one that is, and picked up by the long leg fielder who drove that one into Baker. So one more to the total, that's 70 for three. Baker to ball to Gerald Morgan, as mentioned. So Baker to ball to one straight at that will kick off by one of the two fielders. So, and it's a second one. They're trying to steal a second one and make it. Yes, they does. Two runs. Very, very good running. It doesn't fly as much and swing and misses quick. Right ball it is good. So umpire signal right. So yeah, to make more cleaner contact at the ball if he needs something. That's but so let's see, Benita get rocks and goes to Bell. We're seeing this one. He is back to sleep. And this one seems to take the back of the boot. I don't know what that shot was called. Because that really, but Bell seems to be trying to freeze that Portland has players to come and take strike. But still, now we'll have to put everything in his hands. So let's see what happens. Then it still have a few deliveries in this over, and hence he will have to make sure he finishes this over very well, Bennett. Or else score will take him to pieces. So let's see what happens. Bennett and he blows, fire this one, and Bennett is sweeping this one down in, and Gerald seems to be going to work. Can he take this one? Yes, he does, and that's the second round. So, and reaching from the man at wide of square. So that's the end of the over. And there are on strike. Is it so? Yes. So Gerald Morgan is on strike. So 16 overs already bowled. St. Catherine. So Gerald hit this one in the hole and a half. So he has decided to give his wicket away. And they have lost their third wicket.
So, Joel, I believe, has given us because making contact and he can't see this. So we hear cheerleaders as they are cheering like hell. So 84 for 4, and they're in the 17th over. So, so we have a little has called for a pitch. And so a change of gloves for wants a strong grip on his bat. So they're expecting fireworks now. They're 17 over. And more than likely, the fact that he has changed his gloves, so they're expecting the fireworks. So let's see what Graham to bowl. Huh? Graham bowls and to singing this one down to 3 seconds. Taking today. But look off this time. And clearance is clearance to Catherine. First time to 37. So again, the feelers are backing their borders, and that's very interesting in this type of, very important, I should say, in this T20 format of the game. So Graham again, going to Cole, and he bowls, and Cole is swinging this one, but in the air, and an opportunity to catch, and take this one, a very catch this one, well taken, and so Catherine has missed the player has done. Has been the train time for this Catherine batsman. They can't get the ball around. Follows been well, but at this time, he has succumbed to Graham here. And the fielder who caught, I think that wonderful catch seems to hurt himself. Let's see what happens. So he needs some help. Maybe hit his head after running over. There's a about I think so back to business now. So Graham to continue and President. This one turn this one around to the screen with computer. So it is she's that is Martin, not Kelly, my apology. So this one, and Lenny's putting this one here into the covers, but just for one. And 89 score now to 5, 89 for 5. So
mindset. I'm not playing today. Let's decide being to the 7th documentary and streaming. Yes, with us. So I'm just doing the work this time. So this one, ball that was slow and this time Brissett is the bowler. So he's back. And let me, this one, just in the infield, just for one run. So best of yourself to all the Saricus family. Remember, please subscribe, like, and share. This is the 2025 Jamaica Teachers Association Errol Miller Cricket Final here at the Ultimate Sports Club in Discovery St. Anne. And St. Catherine is batting now. Bristol to bowl to Hughes. And this one is Morgan. He's holding two ball. And visitors taking another run. Catches has no St. Catherine losing another wicket. And no visit to go. Way to the king drive this one. I hope the anti covers can this one. Yes, again. And that's two more runs to the St. Catherine team. They are rolling their singles. Played it some time ago, but somehow good. It's never too late. Never too late, but let's see what happened. They took care of Paul is driving up the extra cover. And this one is trying to run through them. No, it's not on. Fuller has the ball in hand and he has to turn back. He has to retrieve to his boundary. So seems I will have some technical difficulties here. And this one is driving. Having some internet issues here. So somehow some technical difficulty we're having, but we are working through that. So it is now the medium pacer who started the innings to continue. And it's bowling, and this one is driving with Maples. And two fielders are there, so they will put. So hopefully we are back live now. So we're having some internet challenges here now, people. And this one for 4 runs. That one is gone. All right, so hopefully having the internet, so I've lost the internet more than say 100. So it's 104. So let's see where we go from here now. And roll up those and in this one. Oh, this one for 6 runs. 6 runs and a very good major percent captain. And so Cole has taken this thing by the striker's arm and over the boundary it went for 6 runs. We needed boundary for the St. Catherine team, and hence you can imagine that the St. Catherine's supporters are now up and about. So that's 110 runs for 6 in the 19 over, and goes again and swinging again. This one will go straight to the fielder, but on the field ambulance, and they're taking a second round. Very good running by the St. Catherine player out there, Lemmy and Cole. Very well, bring the lot of strategies. So remember, that's the 19th over, and we're now coming to the very last over. Pitch and driving, and that's one run right picked up by the fielder. That's to the center here. So again, 1 run from the final over so far, 1 from 1. And Henry to bowl to Paulo hit this one high. And I'm an opportunity to catch this one in the field and take this one. So that's a drop catch. And right here at this stage, a very easy catch it was. I thought he had this in the bag. But at the last moment, it slips through his hand. So Paulo with the fight again. So that's a drop catch in the final over. So Henry to win. And then he's driving the outside last right call by umpire. So the umpires call a wide another run to the total for St. Catherine. They're looking to maximize this over St. Catherine and putting this one over the top. Very right, and out there, and opportunity taken, catch taken, and mini pick. So the catch taken really goes, and St. Catherine has lost their second wicket. So 7, is it a 7? 116? 167? Alpha 8. Super 8. And 2. Taking this one straight back to the tree. So that's Damian Curry, the cricket administrator, teacher. And Henry Bale took it and Kelly swinging this one down the leg, beat everyone. And this one is showing over to the boundary Victorian. So that's the signal from the umpires. 4 rides. So that's actually 5 rides. So that will be 121. 120. This is innings. Innings. As in, I'm going for St. Catherine. They started very slow. I think they have finished right. So 1 6, and this has been the runs on the board. Plan will have to come. First board. St. Catherine have a formidable, a very good bowling attack, and hence Portland will have to come and do well.
runs on the board quicker. And so we see what happens. So that's 20 overs, ladies and gentlemen, has gone the first innings, and St. Catherine 126 for 7 of their 20 overs. Let's see what Portland has to offer. You know, see what happens. So what we'll have here, we'll have a little talk with the president of the JT, Dr. Mark Smith, in a little while, as he make his way to the studio. So we with us the president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Mark. Welcome, to this JTA Cricket Finals 2025. And Stevie, it's your take on the game. It's an exciting game. Thanks again for having me. And it's a wonderful day. God has given us amazing weather to really entertain ourselves with careful dancing after. Because I'm not sure which type of parish you're cheering from the this zero but I'm the president of being the president and so I keep my mouth. And then they go back to the parent. Right. Well, we're actually going to see. So I'm sitting here with them. I'm saying as much. And I'm putting out about to the game. What could you say because Jamaica for like all these expectation, our expectations for that it's living up to expectation. I mean, go as far as to say it's exceeding expectation. It's been filled with all the thrills and excitement of cricket. In fact, I was speaking to a visitor from Education International, Angelo, and we were just reminiscing on some of those early days of the West Indies cricket, early 1990s, early 90s cricket. Well, let me just start by saying I want to take off to thank Mr. our chairman, Bishop Bigby, and the entire sports committee. They have been awesome. Also, as a Colin Spence Sparrow in this region, but a man that is very close to our sports. And of course, the Winston is our liaison officer. They have been instrumental in coordinating, working with the sports committee, an amazing group of volunteers who have given everything to ensure that we have a high quality. And also, the teams, in fact, all the teams that have been involved, they have really been doing their best, and we've really seen some high quality cricket matches. Yeah, I like people about cricket, and so anything that can help to bring all people together, sports is really known, and there's a lot of research out there in terms of building camaraderie, in terms of sense of well-being, and so we need to play more football, more basketball. We need to ensure that we really use sports as a means of building that level of collegiate, that level of togetherness that is so important in a union and make us work. I will add to you that we don't just start with cricket, for the teachers. Yeah. I believe that there's an opportunity for a small cricket league to promote cricket. What we don't know is that a lot of schools are opting, especially ISA level, opting out of cricket. And I love this sport, passionate about it. It's deeply interwoven into our history as a people, as a Caribbean. but Jamaica and development of a primary level cricket competition. So we ran some discussions about that, and it's looking very, very good. Or maybe to get some external funding. Oh, because I was getting to that balance. Because eventually, it's not so much that we don't have the questions here, and the teachers don't assist our youngsters. But definitely, the funding is a problem. That's why most of our schools are opting out of the cricket. But you make funding. I don't know if you want to make any other announcement. Okay, well, we're supposed to have a meeting in the coming weeks about that. And so I want to just be a bit cautious in terms of making a pronouncement, but we are looking at some indeed international players who have an interest in seeing prestigious cricket league very well. And so we'd love to see them come on board. And so I'll be meeting with the chair of sports as well as member of the committee who can come up with a strategy as to how we go forward with this. But I think it is something worth engaging in. You talked about it's not so much we have people who love, but tell you something, for too long we're in a space where a lot of this is voluntary work, and I believe in voluntarism. We must also be willing to give stipend, give something, a reward, a reward sweeten the labor, you understand? So I want to say some kind of mechanism where we are able to give something to those, give of their time and energy, the development of our children, and let me say, all that we do is in support of education and the future of this country. Yeah, exciting. Teachers for me, and with your turning out, I mean, it's one per year. Is there anything looking and having these final, a cricket final, a football final, whatever it is in the JTA Sports Association, football leagues? Is there any plans? Could you look at it to see how we get some teachers come out to support cricket? This team plan here is that support. Yes, sure is. Quantum, Quantum, Quantum. So we should be running now. Quantum. Right. So we should be now. Okay. So audio. All right. So she is now running in with this and towards the new batsman. Herman it is, right? Who stand behind that one with some confidence. 16 for one and 5 over. Shot is so, but no. So it is now 17 runs for one wicket and they are in the fifth over. So the St. Catherine bowlers have putting a little further than the Portlanders so far. So it will be, as they have heard before, that this one is the lowest scoring game between these two teams. Nevertheless, it seems like how the St. Catherine team started. So very good reply. This is and pounce. And that was live straight out, and that was a short ball outside the off stump, one for the over the umpire signal, and batsman Graham just stray away from that ball, just take himself or his head right off the line of the delivery. So of course, Shields is generating a lot of pace, but I'm sure coming up because we have Ratchet to come, who is a very containing bowler. So I'm expecting this game to be out of here and there. So let's see, Shields bowls and bowls to me, and this one he shot this one just short mid wickets for a run, Graham. So another one that is 18 for one. And this is in the fifth over. Please remember that St. Catherine batted first. I've made 136 for 7 of the allotted 20. And in reply, Portland is now 17 for 1 from 5 overs. So it is Shields runs to Herman, who's check this one very live. And a very good shot that is. You can hear it coming from the rear. So the confident batsman is Herman, not being scared at all by the pace of Shields. And remember, Shields has played in the West Indies or the Caribbean Championship, should I say, the 4-day cricket competition among the islands. She played for the combined campuses. So he has some ability, has pace, and experience. So let's see, Shields went and bowls to Graham, and Graham is working this one off the pads, but no one. So
the end of the fifth over, 18 for one. And I see the back change coming across. That's the tactics. So they need to know what turn back. They don't really need to change or glove change. This is interesting. That is how the cricket played. So let's see what happened now. Errol to continue. So they're using their pickies to take the shine or the sheen of the ball. They have one, two, three spinners in this team, plus slow medium for battery is very, very effective. And Captain Keith Herbert is marshalling his team. He's trying to defend the speed at total. So here, Corey runs in to the ball to Henry, who's hitting this one. And that keep on to short. Gordon's best us one of area very sunny, bright day, which makes it good for a good place.
I'm sorry. Errol. I think they as well as they are cheering for the team and all as well for the their cheerleading team. They could do that, man. I'm so grateful for the JT and our teachers are not just located on the side. Down there. Yeah, keep on. Long on. Long on. Take ball and send it back to the not before basket. Yes, that's well so far. Hold on. They are now at 28 also, and they are on their about seven. Hmm? Four ball? Four runs per over. Yeah, golden scissors. Didn't get this rate of yeah, four runs per over. So they are moving at the rate of 3 runs per over. So it's how much did Portland get into action and they say we want another launch. Not one goes back with its team because then it was and they replied with 6.3 that Portland but they can't just do it in one over. And with more if the cheerleaders get more cracking, it will motivate them some more. Right. And one gone and very funny games. Yeah. They all hope that it's all with their support this year. Very much so. We say good afternoon, so social capital. That was what is what will take it by the OTP? Hmm? Oh, oh. The solid. It's the moments we will be hearing from all the squad here on the on it's really talking in the common sense. But we have a very old gentleman before we do that, there is question. There the authority of people is restrict somewhere. Prominent things that people ask conversation of this. We are proposing a shift from currently to 27. But we have got a discussion on that. It's the senior gentleman in the middle, so here, running right from over. Batsman is going to be follow the defense and so back on it. We're going to receive and retrieve it, pass it on to the line. Right here at short run, polishes the ball for the wind, brings it over to an end. Captain retrieve the ball and punishes on its own. Big loss, he has found that preparation for the next so and goes into. Yeah. So, are you saying then these people consider that if they can do? Well, everything is possible. It's 24 hours. And if we notice how T20 matches are played, the real cookie is in the between the 50. It's a defensive and game, controlling and the flow of runs. Then it will make probably final five overs. Right, so seven goes over here. It goes full again. Yes. That's what is going there. Two things about I think the team should be commended for presenting the country. Right. Did he render? This is render. What he presented the country. Maybe he can his diving here, or dive on. To take a catch. There is what is it? That's the jury is open for one thing to know is for sure. Anyway, maybe the bottom line, not at all. So Brain Association is for individual age and also physical activity teachers. And for serious school today, I saw it as show. They're also online. For those who are there, we see that after two, welcome to the T20. And those here actually all the tests was not in the time. We most contact when on to the field, the passenger able to also for a signal, moving the sport onto the box inside. That's the thing that they not our thoughts and our sweet. How we see that American currency on this term. So I'm going to be reading all these months the camera on the marks to do activities. And this is your game. It's in your ear. T20 all things you do.